The Infiniti Q50 Catalytic converter. It's that little piece of precious metal alchemy under your car, turning noxious gases into less noxious gases. But thieves love it, and sometimes your check engine light does too. You'd think it was coated in gold the way people talk about it. So maybe you're wondering, should I remove mine? I get it. In some places it's less about performance and more about keeping your car from becoming the soundstage to a Mad Max sequel. But yeah, removing it is not legal most places, so that's your official warning. A lot of Q50 owners ask, why does my catalytic converter keep failing? It's because Infiniti, like a lot of automakers, built a system that leans toward reliability for a decade, not forever. That and bad fuel or oil burning can torch your cat surprisingly fast, sometimes even by 70,000 miles. All right, say you're dead set on pulling it. Tools first. Ratchet, sockets, a long extension, O2 sensor socket, WD-40, and maybe, just maybe, a Sawzall if things go nuclear. Most cats are fused to their bolts from years of rain, mud, and occasionally bad karma. Here's the step-by-step roller coaster. Step 1. Jack up the Q50 and lock it down with jack stands. Safety first, because gravity is undefeated. If you don't, you become a cautionary tale, and not in a cool way. Step 2. Hit those bolts and nuts with penetrating oil. Trust me, WD-40 is the closest you get to magic here. Let it soak for 10 to 15 minutes. If you skip this, you'll know the pain immediately. Rounded bolts, endless swearing, possible tears. Now, disconnect the O2 sensors, ideally before you start wrenching on anything. Those little buggers are fragile, and breaking the threads means a not-so-fun several $100s out your wallet. Label the sensors if you hate future headaches. Step 3. Unbolt the catalytic converter from the exhaust flanges. Infiniti loved using rust-prone hardware, so don't be shocked if some bolts snap or refuse to move. That's where the Sawzall enters, but only if you're cool with drama. After removal, your Q50 will now throw a check engine light brighter than a Christmas parade. Not subtle at all. But the thing is, you can get O2 sensor spacers or a tune to trick the system. Just know, this isn't emissions test friendly. Here's a pro tip. Selling your old cat can net you up to $250, $700 depending on precious metal recovery rates. That's a lot for a grimy hunk of steel. Just be aware scrapyards might ask for ID, so leave your cat burglar mask at home. Performance-wise? Yes, removing the cat might give you a more aggressive exhaust note and possibly a gain of 5 to 8 horsepower tops. But the Q50 isn't exactly transformed into a race car, so manage those fast and furious dreams. Pain points. Let's talk them. Your car will be louder, possibly annoyingly so. The smell of pure exhaust under load is memorable. And don't forget your garage now doubles as an alert system for the neighbors, pets, and local authorities. My advice? Unless you absolutely need to do it for a track-only build, replacing your cat when it fails is better for everyone's lungs and your hearing. In Portland, the rules are strict, and tickets for tampering are real expensive and not at all fun. Removing a Q50 catalytic converter is way more drama than some YouTube mechanics let on. If you do go through with it, be smart about the process and make sure you actually need to. Sometimes, living with the cat is just easier for everyone, including you, Scott from Portland.